Okay, so hello everyone. I'm here on behalf of Tuya self-service team to speak on the subject of shared space with you all today. So let's get started. First of all, what is a shared space? So a shared space is has a fixed location. So a shared workspace is occupied by many people at different times, resulting in a static working area with dynamic occupants. Whilst a collaborative workspace is used by many people together in order to improve teamwork and coordination, a shared workspace often has an individual occupant using it for a limited period of time. Please note this individual occupant here can be an organization or a business. So after they leave, the workspace can then be used by someone else instead of being left idle. Startups and flexible companies that do not need permanent office space can reduce overhead costs while still utilizing a traditional workplace setting through shared workspace. They can also access a typical workplace resource and a professional setting that's useful for meeting with clients or collaborating on large initiatives. Okay, so why does shared space exist? So one of the biggest differences between traditional office and shared office space are the terms of the lease or agreement. A shared office is a better option in terms of space and money upfront compared to traditional office space. As an example, the startup WeWork provides physical and virtual shared space for companies and entrepreneurs with times that can be booked in as a service. Options such as work better only require short-term commitment from 3 months to a year, which offers a stable location in a short time, which is still flexible to change. Shared offices also allow the opportunity to add space as required. For example, if there is a plan for 3 new team members to join over the coming year, a company can choose to expand the space they're using. Thus, payments for overheads becomes more efficient. In contrast to this method, a traditional office lease will often mean that a company will be paying the cost of potential members before they are even hired. Unless the company already owns their on-site equipment, such as desks and chairs, it is likely that time must be spent in order to shop for workstations that meets the requirement of staff, yet are also cost-effective. Furthermore, putting together newly purchased equipment can also be a frustrating task, including different designs, components used, and potentially knowledge of another language. Handling one's own furniture and equipment will also require detailed plans regarding how the company wants to present itself to potential staff and clients, including the brand and positioning of equipment such as printers and office tables, as well as how the kitchen and lounge areas are set up, the miscellaneous decorations, as well as the maintenance and upkeep of the entire office. Okay, so a general introduction on the market background. The global co-working space market is expected to grow from $7.97 billion in 2020 to $8.14 billion in 2021 at a compound annual growth rate of 2.1%, with forecasts expecting the market to reach $13.03 billion in 2025 at a CAGR of 12%. The growth is mainly led by the resumption of usual business activities after adapting to the impact of COVID-19, which had left to companies operating under conditions such as social distancing and remote work. As such, companies adapting to the so-called new normal will often begin with tentative steps by utilizing a convenient short-term lease on shared workspace, which provides them flexibility in case there are further unexpected circumstances. The market for shared working space consists of rental revenues earned by entities including organizations sole traders, and partnerships that provides these areas on rent or lease. Unlike traditional office rental, the cost of renting a shared working space will usually cover the related furniture and equipment, as well as services such as internet connection, office hardwares, and softwares. The industry includes businesses that offer non-residential structure with amenities and facilities on a flexible rental basis. So this growth is strengthened by the rapid expansion of virtual space technology and exposure to the knowledge of entrepreneurship beyond national borders. The rise of the new sector such as robotics, artificial intelligence, big data, and analytics have also been beneficial for the market of shared working space, which have increased the demand in the market within the forecasted period. So in comparison, a shared office space makes moving into an office much simpler, a much simpler experience. So as soon as the team moves in their workstations, equipment, office areas, and furniture will already be set up with no extra work required. So this makes the use of shared office space extremely convenient for companies that desire flexibility. So here we have attached a comparison table between traditional offices and shared offices as an example that's being calculated in US, I think Manhattan to be specific. So we can see that the total cost is so much lower, up to 10,000 US dollars for shared offices. Traditional offices also face the troubles regarding the setup and management of utilities such as water, electricity, and the internet. This can often be time-consuming and expensive as it requires cooperation with many companies, leading to inefficiencies in the office. The company will also need to plan for the cost and ongoing maintenance fees of equipment, and that can be quite unpredictable, as well as training of staff members who are dedicated to the day-to-day operation of certain functions and equipment. As we can see, the category breakdowns within this table. In scenarios, shared space does not only limit to offices, but that is the biggest market in shared space. But it can also be applied in scenarios like board game and digital gaming rooms, as well as coffee rooms, with shared tea rooms actually being really popular in China at the moment. Okay, so here we have the logic map for shared space. It's actually much simpler than people usually think. So basically, the user just has to register on the specific app, and then they will determine whether a bond is needed depending on their trust score. After this is done, they can then view and book availabilities on their app to see exactly which offers in terms of location and times that's available to book, either for a long-term lease or a little shorter period. Then they can occupy the rooms with their allocated time. And then after they're done with that, the door will automatically locks, and everything will be turned off online. And that will be the entire process. So we have multiple methods of connecting with manufacturers, depending on whether they have already developed a smart platform or not. So we can provide either an entire SaaS solution or just via PaaS docking. Okay, so using the SSE SaaS business model, we'll be able to offer solutions that increase device connectivity, IoT basic services, SaaS, and its operating system. That will add up to the overall intelligent operation platform that's provided here. So devices will have the ability to connect quickly and achieve online long distance control and operation management through a connecting set to the SaaS platform. So for example, SSE precision operations can allow targeted pricing strategies in different areas or business districts, concise controls over marketing activities, and the setting of transaction-related fees through our SaaS platform. This then allows for the integration of a mobile payment system in which the user scans a QR code through the app to make payments, and the manufacturers can analyze the payment data of users through the SaaS platform to organize management and transaction statistics. Here we have included a few screenshots of our platform. So the areas here listed are in Chinese because they are located in China, but then that can be any given name, so there's no problem about changing them to English. So this is specifically designed for shared space. So as we can see in store management, we have the areas and store names, the time is created and its creator. So here we have the device list. So in our shared space, we will also have smart sort of room functions, as in like smart lighting, voice control, and such. So these kind of devices that's connected to the specific shared space will be listed here for control and to view. Here we have the order management. On the screenshot, we have none, but then in a real life scenario, there will be all the bookings that will be displayed here. We also support under Marketing Center coupon delivery and coupon code library. So we have taken the screenshot of our coupon code library here that's just able to give out coupons to users whenever it's needed. Okay, so on the store scene here, our screenshot displays the area store name on here to give a general overview, and you can manage the scene to exactly what kind of shared space you want to run. So in our OEM capabilities, we support, first of all, SaaS OEM, so custom domain names, logo, cover photo, and menu functions. We also support app OEM, so that supports custom logo and cover photo. So here we have attached a screenshot of the preparation for our self-service backend and the required data as well as descriptions under here. Okay, so that brings an end to our presentation today. Thank you all for listening, and we'll be starting our Q&A sessions now. So if you've got any questions, please type them in the chat box and we'll answer it to the best we can. All right, thank you all for listening.